Welcome to Annapolis, Maryland, today at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mean Green offense will take the field and they'll get this thing underway. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice.
Turning it on! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. From the gun, give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Mean Green trying to convert on third and short. Pulls and fired complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. North Texas comes to the line needing just a few inches to convert on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Oh, they blocked the kick. Defense has it. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finding open areas. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Find some fresh air.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Finds his man down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just third and long. He has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. And the field goal unit is on the field. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Conrad. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short. They'll try to throw for it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the air, it's Lawrence. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been...
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Seminoles.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. North Texas will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
North Texas in the hurry up. Now they'll run it to the right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, no! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Takes a handoff. It's Raymond. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Or give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. If he's going to run the football, they were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To throw, it's Lawrence. Fires to the tight end. Not down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Crosses to 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Raymond. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And the Noles look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. North Texas in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Right back to the well. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Noles have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. North Texas in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Wants to throw again. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, North Texas. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
On to attempt to try. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Seminoles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing military bowl. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game. Oh, he's got some space. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Using his legs, it's Raymond. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
North Texas will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Punts it out of the air. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Give to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Back to pass. It's Lawrence. It's on target and complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. North Texas in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Back open in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Just keep slinging it. Got a man. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late for the at least you got the party started.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. So it's an 80-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. And here's flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Bring in the heat. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the returner will be brought down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Rush is on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running back searching for a hole. Jumped on top of the pile. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's open on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. North Texas really has it going on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. North Texas lining up, facing third and long. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
He'll start the return inside his 5. he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. On the ground, it's Raymond. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. They boot it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. To the air, it's Lawrence. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. North Texas to the line with 1.5 miles to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Finds his man. It's Raymond. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Noles will hustle to the line. From the red zone, it's Raymond. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's run out of bounds after the interception, and the turnover will set them up when we start the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the option. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be first and 10 from the 30.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Power football with the run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Caught over the middle. It's Tootin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tootin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. On the direct snap, it's Raymond. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Noles.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. North Texas will have to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. They'll try to run for it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Out of the shotgun on third down. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Takes the easy one to the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. North Texas in the hurry up. Wants to throw it. A strike downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. He's got the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. North Texas comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kick them in the face.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.